So the Minister of State, Honorable Natana Magee, talk to us. So Labra first, the country first. He know our advocacy is legitimate. As soon as the president returns, he will make sure our issue will be solved. But the master, we should try and postpone it. After the poor holiday, then he will know what to do for us. But as soon as we are come, the president come, he will make sure to tell the president about our plan. Trust in him, even told me, I'm a Joe. He told me, he said, call me, call my name on the air that I talk to you. So therefore, the master want to go for 15 days. From the 15 to the 30. I met my executive and all the disbanded battalion commander. I told them, I said, but chief people are coming for all the candidates town park now. So Friday, master, Friday, the Minister of State can send a delegate to come and speak to them with a message that, yeah, I told your chairman that you should forget about this. And when they speak, there will be muster for that 1 day. Because we're trying to cut off the muster now from 15 days to 1 day. But they want to hear for himself. Because the Singapore say, maybe we are going again what any used to do, they not bribe up, they not do 1 or 2 days. And whereby I cannot receive bribe. I'm advocating for the people. So the Minister of State told me, call my name. So I'm calling a name that all Solomon know that he talked to us. He talked to me directly. And when President Wiaka, you make sure.
I want to say thank you to the Ministry of Youth and Sport for the timely intervention, for suspending the project and then trying to settle the area so that we can be paying there and we're having that and running into another one. I want to say thank you to the Finance Minister. Thank you to the President, Republic of Liberia, for seeing reason to continue this project because he could have cut it off. But I want to say thank you for looking at this project as one of the key people under the appropriate agenda. It will resume because we got money in the budget. Yeah. And I can always tell people I did the project like during the former Finance Minister time. He said, he said the project is suspended, and somebody called me for an interview. So, oh yeah, the Finance Minister told me, I said, no, the project cannot be. He said, the project is closed. I said, it can be closed. He said, why? I said, because it's been the cartoon. You're not forced, but you compare. If you not comply, you complain. Yeah, this is the stage that we are reaching now. If people will not comply with all, they will complain. And when they complain, when they complain, they will explain. And when they explain, they will be expelled. And no one will be expelled right now. Yeah, so the project must continue. And the project is for the Liberian people. Yeah.
Why did he fire you?
You have to ask him.
Did he give you a reason?
You have to ask him.
Did he give you a reason?
You have to ask. Look, reasons are reasons. What you do is that you go to the appointing authority and ask, why have you fired somebody? You will get a more tangible reason, a more practical reason. But to ask the person who has been fired, why? Look, he's the president. He's the ultimate appointing authority. He does not need to give anybody a reason why you're fired.
But did he give you a reason?
He has not. Look, I said, if you want a good answer to your question, then you go to the appointing authority, not me.
Did you do that? Did you go to the appointing authority and ask?
You are the one who is interested.
Oh, you were not interested in why you were fired?
Look, at the end of the day, there is a cheap proverb. I said, the president owes me no explanation. And I want you to understand that principle. He owes me no explanation as to why he will fire somebody or make changes.
So he didn't give you an explanation?
I do not, he does not owe me an explanation.
Did you get one anyway?
I do not expect, look, you are a smart journalist. I can see you're a smart journalist. And you want to couch words into my mouth.
Not at all. I'd rather use.
I will not give you that opportunity. I will not give you that opportunity. All I will say is that if you want a reason, you go to the person who has the appointing authority. If you are interested. I am not interested in telling you the private conversations I've had with a president. I'm not interested. But if you are interested in knowing, then I ask you to go to the appointing authority who appointed me and in his own power asked me to leave the job. If you are interested, that's where you go to.
will just get bring her to go see to the maintenance too.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post.
Yeah, he said I'm on join to go see to the web maintenance too. To the get money to the so they will go take it from there. I said, my man, I'm only bad for the same lecture.
And how can the police catch you now?
The police people, before the man call me back.
Yeah.
Now in there, around 8:30, the man called me. He said, "Oh, my man, I'll let you be here and call you by again."
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You live for a working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I go to yeah.
I security man say the man go steal.
How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand,
yeah.
Then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear?
Oh, let go now. I beg you, sorry.
I see.
When they call you in the net now.
When the man call me in the net,
Yeah.
he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
You told the man say you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to the
The man say you want to give you what?
tea. How milk tea? How milk tea?
Oh, milk tea?
Yeah.
For you to drink?
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of bread.
With egg inside?
With egg inside, my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry to the man. When you give it to the man, then you will come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right car. So one of my friends called me.
And the same man you going to now?
Yeah, the same man.
The man tell you say he want for you to go steal.
No. Yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In the Jeep?
In a Jeep. Then they are 2.
A big Jeep?
Yeah. Black DG. Photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all inside?
No. Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the whole town now. You can judge people.
I'm just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people that can come here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, you say when I move from here, I'll free. You say when I move from here, I'll free. If you say I want to talk again, I wanted to mean who talk to you, but talk in the question. Hi, not looking. Hi, looking. Then you want force no more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
I think explain to me like come look at you say you get a tea to the man. After you get a tea to the man and you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not there.
Nobody you getting very you say asking you too much question. Hey, just explain things say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. That's why I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer. Then you
okay. Explain again.
Yeah, he said I'm on join to go see to the web ministers to they get money to the so they will go take it from there. I said, my man, I'm only bad for the same lecture.
Then how can the police catch you now?
The police people. Before the man call me back, I was on the 18th. Day more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the around 8:30. The man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be here and call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
You live for a working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal.
Sound of radio, the world's most powerful media. 105.1 is your best dive.
I like it. I like it.
Good morning. A pleasant good morning and welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.1. And today is the 28th day of March 2023. My name is Fidel Saydee. What a pleasant way. I'd like to welcome you to the program this morning. And as always, the promise is to be great. So invite a friend to invite a friend who will invite a friend and let them listen along with you as we drive you through this morning on the Morning Breeze on ABC Radio 105.1. And as always, we give you our motivational quotes and African proverbs. Give you traffic alerts across the city. Take a trip around the country, then speak with our contacts to bring you up to date with what's obtaining in other parts of the country. And then enter our discussion points this morning. What is about this 50 billion? We will make sense of the argument this morning regarding the 50 billion allegedly that Liberia is to benefit from, and other trending national issues in Liberia. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll play host to presidential aspirant Sheikh Mustafa Al-Kuyate will be our guest at 9 o'clock this morning on the Morning Breeze. And so stick and still, don't go away. It promises to be great this morning. But lest you forget, our darling Lone Star, if you are watching through our live feed this morning, you see me in my national team regalia, all dressed up in red, white, and blue this morning. As we lock horns with the Bafana Bafana of South Africa in the AFCON qualifiers second. We pull up a surprise draw just few days ago in South Africa, 2-2 draw by the way. And so we are more than ecstatic to going into today's match. And so keep tuned and invite a friend to listen along with you. You can as well go on our social media page. We are on YouTube on ABC Radio 105.1 official. And you can also find us on Facebook. It's ABC Radio 105 official as well. Catch us there and let's have a great time together this morning discussing politics and everything about Liberia. And the motivational quote for this morning says, believe in art as if it were impossible to fail. Believe in art as if it were impossible to fail. It means in all of your endeavors, never you take failure as an option. See it as a non-existent word. See failure as a non-existent situation. In fact, do not recognize anything called failure. Once you have that mindset, all of your undertakings will be of positive nature. And that's what you need to do. So believe in art as if it were nothing. Believe in art as if it were impossible to fail. I don't know what I'm getting tongue twisted this morning, but that's how it is. And our African proverb says, If you can beat them, join them. If you can't beat them, join them. Well, if you can't beat the Lone Star, you need to join her. And so that's it this morning. Let's take a trip across the city and give you some traffic alerts this morning. And so, like I said, there are hotspots in Liberia. I mean, in Monrovia, there are hotspots that you always have to expect traffic. All right. And if you are coming from Painesville, the 540 area, and you know, we've repeatedly indicated to you how the traffic usually pile up around the 540 area. You know, we have the ministerial complex right there, and there are others who come from the community behind the ministerial complex, very populated indeed. And so you have these little traffic issues along that route, and so there's traffic anomaly there. So if you are coming from Painesville, you also have to be aware of the traffic at SKD Boulevard Junction. All right, there's traffic there because of the congestion leaving from ELW, because there's no free flow of traffic in ELW. So coming towards the SKD end, there will be a bit of traffic there. So you must be aware of that. And so as you approach town, of course, like we said, the 540 area, there's traffic. Sometimes the traffic is bad at times. And you also have to be aware of the traffic around in Old Road Junction, right by that entertainment center at the Old Road Junction. Expect the traffic around the CDC headquarters area. Aware of the traffic at the Vamoma Junction, all right, because cars are coming from the main town, from central town. Cars are coming from the Painesville end, and others are coming from the what's the area called again, Smith? Yeah, what Matadi Inn. Yes, cars are coming from the Matadi Inn as well. All right, yeah. So the Fiamma Inn cars are coming in, so you also have to be aware of that. And yeah, and then if you come into Central Town, around Vartown, Clara Town, at the intersection there, there's also traffic there as well. So you must be alert of those traffic areas. And if you as you approach Freeport, coming from the Douala Inn, there is traffic along that route. Like we've indicated to you, there is a detour there because of the road construction that's going on there. So you also have to be aware of the traffic from that end. If you are coming from the Japanese Freeway, of course, you also have to be aware of traffic because there's movement across that whole Freeport intersection. And so there's a bit of traffic there. And also be aware of the traffic along the major junctions on this Japanese freeway, talking about Bartnersville Junction, New Georgia Junction. Stephen Tolbert Estate Junction is a bit more moderate, all right? And if you are using the 72nd route, there is a bit of traffic there as well. So you also have to be aware, all right? And then moving up to the Douala Inn, if you're coming from Broadville, be aware of the traffic in around the beer factory area. Sometimes it extends as far as at Monco Plaza, yep, up to the depot area in St. Paul's Bridge. You also have to be aware of that. And if you are coming from Caldwell, all right, that B rock I was telling you about again is there. It has not been removed. It has not been removed. It's there. And I know, and a lot of you know, that it is a death trap. But again, nobody cares. So it's still there. And that's how irresponsible are. Even though it is responsibility that, I mean, that is removed, but those companies that are plying that role, I mean, taking those big rocks from one end to another, they also have to be responsible. All right, they've not been responsible in that regard. That thing has been there for since, I mean, it has been there for a day now, since yesterday morning. It's still there. So be aware of the traffic from the Carwell end approaching the New Georgia Junction in Carwell. and then approaching the bridge, there's also a traffic. I mean, there's also traffic there. And if you are coming through the Momotown route, there's also traffic along that route. You also have to be aware of that. And so those are our traffic alerts this morning, and we're trying to get you through. Let's now move across the country and speak with our contacts. Those guys get on my phone. They didn't bring it by you. All right, so that's it this morning on the Morning Breeze. Shortly, I'll be joined by my colleague. So don't panic. The breeze is here. But first of all, let's put you in a little bit of Zigo while we take our contacts on the program this morning. The Lone Star of Liberia promises to give us victory on today.
TopLBR.com.